afternoon everyone. I hope you all are safe at your homes. So today we are going to see Maths 1 Standard 10 lesson number 2, that is quadratic equations. Now see, you must be knowing polynomials. Now see here, when the degree of the polynomial is 1, see these are polynomials. When the degree is 1, that is known as a linear polynomial. See here, the x, the power of x here is nothing, means it is 1. So whenever the highest degree is 1, it is a linear polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is called as a quadratic polynomial. Now see here, it will involve only one variable. It will involve only one variable and the highest power will be 2. For quadratic equation, there should be only one variable and the highest power of the variable, that is the index, it should be 2. So if you see over here, so this is a quadratic polynomial. Now when you will equate this polynomial to 0, when you are equating it to 0, we get it as a quadratic equation. Whenever you are equating it to 0, we get it as an equation. Otherwise, if they are polynomials. So again I will repeat, when the degree of the polynomial is 1, it is known as linear polynomial. When the degree of the polynomial is 2, that is the highest degree, and it is involved only one variable, then it is a quadratic polynomial. And when you will equate this polynomial to 0, it is known as quadratic equations. So see, this is the quadratic equation. Now if you see, you can conclude that equation involving one variable, only one variable, and having the maximum index of the variable as 2 is called as a quadratic equation. So only one variable should be present and the highest power of the variable should be 2. It should not be more than 2. If it is more than 2, it is not a quadratic equation. Now if you see the standard form of the quadratic equation, it is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So if you see over here, the standard equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0 compulsory. If b is equal to 0, see here, if b is equal to 0, what you will get? Ax square plus c equal to 0. Still it is a quadratic equation. If c is equal to 0, what you will get? Ax square plus bx equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. If b and c both are 0, then your equation is ax square is equal to 0. Still it is a quadratic equation. You should remember that this highest power 2 should always remain. That is why a should never be equal to 0. If this coefficient, see, this is the variable x. Now whatever is there with x, that is a coefficient. See, because it is of a square, x square, this is the quadratic coefficient. Here it is 1 means linear, so this is a linear coefficient and this is a constant. So always remember a should not be equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, this part will go away and this will become linear then, but we are not interested in linear, we are interested in quadratic equations. So remember, the equation involving only one variable and the maximum power of that variable should be 2. It should not be less than 2 becomes linear, and it should not be greater than 2. So it will not be a quadratic equation. If its power is 2 and only one variable is involved, then it is a quadratic equation. Now if we see further, now how to find out the coefficients. Now see here, if it is x square plus 3x minus 5, this is 3x square minus 5x, and it is now if you see over here, how can you find out the coefficients over here? See here, coefficient of x is how much? Here it will come 1. Coefficient of x, it is 3. And coefficient, constant is minus 5. So this you will come to know when you will compare with standard form of equation. So that how you will do. See, on comparing with standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So when you are comparing here x square, this is the coefficient over here. So here nothing is there, so a will be 1. Here b x, so b will be plus 3. So always remember b is equal to 3. Here c, the constant, here it is minus 5. So c is equal to minus 5. So remember, this way we can find the values of a, b and c. Now, there is a table given over there to complete the following activity. If you see, now they have given a quadratic equation. Here they have given general form, and here they have given a, b and c. So like first one, it is x square minus 4 is equal to 0. So in the general form, with what you will tally ax square plus bx plus c. You will compare with this. So if you see over here, this x term is not there. X square is there and a constant number is there. So you can write this as x square plus 0x minus 4 equal to 0. Now you can write the coefficients over here for x. A, this is a. When you compare with this, here nothing is there, so 1 is there. So here you will get 1. B is 0 and C is minus 4. Now similarly, if you are taking y square is equal to 2y minus 7. So how you will get in this form? It will be y square plus 2y will go this side, it will become minus 2y plus 7 equal to 0. So here also you will get 1. Here it is minus 2 and here it is plus 7. So this is how you can write the values of A, B and C. Now see, x square plus 2x equal to 0. So this is x square plus 2x plus 0 is equal to 0. The constant term is not there. So here you can write this is 1, this is 2 and C is 0. This is how you can find the values of A, B and C. I hope you have understood this. Further, now decide whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So for this, now we will take one example over here. For example, it is 3x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. We want to show, we have to tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not. So first what you will see the variable x. Both are x, so x is the only variable. And see the highest power, it is 2. So two things you have to clear, that the variable should be same and the highest power of the variable should be 2. So it will be a quadratic equation. Therefore this is a quadratic equation. So what you will write here, in the given equation x is the only variable and the maximum index of the variable is how much? 2. Therefore it is a quadratic equation. Therefore the given equation is a quadratic So this is how you can tell if it is a quadratic equation or no. So now we will start with the practice set over here. So if you see for practice set, it is 2.1. See your first question. Write any two quadratic equations. So you can write any two quadratic equations, whatever you feel. For example, first one we are writing, that is y square minus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. And second one is x square plus 2x is equal to 0. So these two are quadratic equations over here. C can be 0. Only a cannot be 0. This cannot be 0. Its coefficient of x cannot be 0. Rest all can be 0. So these two are quadratic equations. Further, they have given, decide whether the following equations are quadratic equations or not. Just we did a little while earlier. So that here the first question is x square plus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. And here this is the second one. First you have to identify whether it is a quadratic equation or not. If you see over here in this equation, x is the only variable with highest power 2. Therefore it is a quadratic equation. So you can write in this equation x is the only variable with, or you can write as we had written earlier that the maximum index of the variable is 2. Anyhow you can write with highest index as 2. Therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation is a quadratic equation. Now if you see second one, you can do it is easy. Now see for the third one. Third one, it is a bit confusing over here. Now see for the third one it is given y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. And we have to say that whether it is a quadratic equation or no. Now if you see, denominator it is y. In the variable should not be in the denominator because its power will become, when it will go to the upper side, and power is also 1 over here. And if it will go to the upper side also, its power will become negative. But the denominator should not be in the denominator. So what you will do? You will take this to the upper side, or you will remove this from here. So if you want to remove this, what you will do? Multiply both sides by 1. So what will happen? This y and the upper y will get cancelled. So here it is y into y square plus y into 1 upon y is equal to 2 into y. This y and y will get cancelled. Now see, when it is into, here it is 1, so index this will get added. So here it will become y cube plus 1 is equal to 2y. So it is y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now if you see here, the highest power of the variable is 3 over here. It is not 2. Therefore, it is not a quadratic equation. So in this equation, the highest index of variable y is 3 and not 2. Therefore, the given equation is not a quadratic equation. So always remember, for it to be quadratic equation, it should have only one variable, only one type of variable. It should not have two different variables, and the highest power of the variable should be 2. If you see in this case, it has come as y cube. So 2, if 3 it is greater than 2, therefore it is not a quadratic equation. Further, so I hope you understood over here how you can find whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Second, write the following quadratic equation. Third one. Write the following quadratic equation in the form of, you have to write it in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then you have to find the value of a, b and c. So first equation, it is, first one is easy over here. So here they have given here 2y. 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. Now first arrange the equation. It is not in the proper format. So what you will do? Y square I will bring here plus 2y. 10 will come over here. So minus 10 is equal to 0. Now what you will do? You will compare with the standard form of equation. And comparing with the standard form of equation, you will get the values of a, b and c. So now here you will comparing with the standard form. Here it will become ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now with this standard form you are comparing. So when you are comparing over here, you will get a is equal to, here nothing is there, so here it will become 1. B is equal to 2. C is equal to, see it is not 10. Here minus sign is there. So here it will become minus 10. So always be careful with the minus sign. Whenever minus sign is there, you have to include the minus sign. So this is how it is to be done. Now what can you say about here? This is the fifth one. Therefore you can do it is easy. T 3 plus 6p is equal to minus 5. Now if you see over here, now if you will see, you will think here p the variable is 1, here also p the variable is 1. So this is not a quadratic equation. No, here you have to solve here the bracket. So see p into 3, it will become 3p plus p into 6p, it will become 6p square is equal to minus 5. So here it will become 6p square plus 2p plus 5 equal to 0. Now comparing, again you will write that comparing with the standard form. Now comparing with the standard form, what ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now comparing it is easy. You will get a is equal to 6, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 5. See here no minus sign is involved over here. So everything will become positive. So next we will see determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are the roots of the equation or not. See, for that, the fourth one, the equation given there is, so we'll see the equation given there. First one is x square plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. So x is equal to 1, minus 1. So we have to tell that whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are roots of the equation or not. So if it is the roots of the equation, it will satisfy the equation. So here first you will take when x is equal to 1 or when you are substituting x is equal to 1. That time, see, take the left hand side. Now what is the left hand side over here? X square plus 4x minus 5. This root should satisfy the equation. Means if you put the value in this, both the sides should come equal. Now here, if you are putting your x square, so what you will get? X 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5. 1 plus 4 minus 1. This is 5 minus 5 which is equal to 0 and then it is equal to right hand side also because the right hand side is 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1 is the root of the equation. Is the root of the given equation. Now, similarly you will do for minus 1. Now if you do for minus 1, what you will do? X is equal to minus 1. So you will substitute over here minus 1. So what you will get here? Minus 1 the whole square plus 4 into minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 square is 1 only. But 4 ones are 4 but minus sign is there over here. So what you will get here? What is here? 1. Minus 4 minus 5 minus 9. So answer you will get minus 8 which is not equal to right hand side. Right hand side is 0. So here you will get x is equal to minus 1 is, it is not the root of the equation. So this is how you can do the second one. Now we will do the fifth one. You can do the second one for homework. Now we will do the fifth one. Find k. Find the value root of equation. What equation they have given? They have given the equation as kx square minus 10x plus 3 equal to 0. Now see, if find k if x is equal to 3 is the root of the equation. If root of the equation means that will satisfy the equation, so you have to substitute the value of 3 in the x place. So when you substitute x is equal to 3 here, because it is one of the root, so you will get the value of k. X is equal to 3 is the root of the equation given. So now what you will do, substituting x is equal to 3 in the given equation. So what is the equation given over here? It is kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. So what you will do, put the value of x as 3. So k into 3 square minus 10 into 3 plus 3 equal to 0. So 3 3 is 9k minus 10 3 is 30 plus 3 equal to 0. Now minus 30 plus 3, it will come minus 27 is equal to 0. But now you want the value of k, so equate k. Here you will get 9k is equal to minus 27 will come on this side, it will become 0 plus 27. So k you will get 27 upon 9 ones are 9 threes are. Therefore value of k, how much it is? 3. So this is how, if it is the root of the equation, it will satisfy the equation. So I hope you have understood this. Now the sixth one you can do, you have to put there minus 7 upon 5 as the equation. That is also easy. Instead of, see, one of the roots of the quadratic equation 5 square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0 is minus 7 upon 5. Complete the following activity to find the value of k. Now see what you will do over here. Dash is the root of the quadratic equation, so there it will come minus 7 upon 5. Then you will put the value as m is equal to minus 7 upon 5. See, the equation we are having right in short, 6 1, it is same as the fifth one only. The question is pi m square plus 2m plus k equal to 0. Now here the root is minus 7 upon 5. So here what you will substitute, m is equal to minus 7 upon 5. So here you will get 5 into whole square of m, that is minus 7 upon 5 the whole square. Then the box is what? The box they have given is plus 2 into, this is the box over here, so here you will write 2 into minus 7 upon 5 plus 8 equal to 0. This is also given in the box. Now see here, what you will get over here, see, 5 into 7 7 is 49, 5 5 is 25, 5 into 5, 5 5 is 25, plus this how you will get 7 to the, it is minus 14 upon 5 plus k equal to 0. So here how much you are getting? 49 upon 5 plus into minus is minus 14 by 5 plus k equal to 0. Now if you see here, so here you are getting, therefore you are getting, as the denominator is common, you will get 35 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. So So that way you can put into the boxes over there. Now see here, the second box is plus k. So here you will get this. Here you can show this minus sign over here, and here you can show the plus sign in that box. So this ultimately will become minus over here. After that, in between steps they are not given. So directly you have to write the steps. Now here they have given box plus k. So here it will come 35 by 5, and you calculate, you will get the value as k is equal to minus 7. Further, so this is how you will do the practice set 2.1. Last year you have studied the methods to find the factors of the quadratic polynomial. So how you know how to find out the factors, and that way we are using the method of factorization for quadratic equations. Now one sum we will do. Here, now you have to solve the quadratic equations by factorization method. So for that, if your equation is n square minus 14n plus 13 is equal to 0. Now in this case, what you will do first? First you have to see n square. See its coefficient. It should be always 1. When if it is 1, then you can proceed further. Now it is 1, so you will see the last term over here. That is 13. Middle term is minus 14. Now see, you have to, the main here is the middle term. That is minus 14n. So you have to select two numbers such as, if you multiply, you should get the last number, and if you do plus minus, you should get minus 14. So here how you will do? Now see, 13 can be written as 13 into 1, and the same numbers, if you plus or minus, you should get minus 14. So here if you take minus 13 minus 1, you will get minus 14. And the same numbers, if you multiply, you should get the last term. So remember, if the middle, see first the middle term. When the middle term, you have to search two numbers such that if you multiply, you will get the last term, and if you plus or minus, you should get the middle term. So this way you should solve the sums over here. For example, this only sum. So it is n square minus 14n plus 13 is equal to 0. So here it is important to see this term and this term, and also the first term. Here if you have a coefficient over here, then that coefficient you have to multiply by 13 if it is there, and that you have to arrange in between. But here it is not there, correct? So here it is 13. So two numbers multiplication we should get 13, and plus minus if you do, we should get minus 14. So that is these numbers, because see, minus 1 into minus 13 into minus 1 will come plus 13 only, because 13 1 is 13, minus into minus plus, and minus 13 minus 13 will come as minus 14. So what you will do here, n square. So these are our factors over here. What are they? Minus 13n. Here n is there, that is y, and here minus 1n. plus 13 equal to 0. Now see here, take common from here. What you can take? N. So here you will get n minus 13. Correct? Now see minus and plus. Take minus sign common. What else common you can take from here? Nothing. So you will take as 1. So inside it will become minus 13 equal to 0. Now see why minus 13? Because you have put a bracket over here. Now minus 1 into m is minus 1m. And minus into minus 13 will come as plus 13. So you have taken minus sign common over here. So now see this bracket will come, common bracket will come in one bracket, remaining it is m minus 1 equal to 0. Now what you will get? Therefore m minus 13 is equal to 0 or it is m minus 1 is equal to 0. So what you will get? M is equal to 0 plus 13. You can open the brackets over here. So m is equal to 13. Here you will get m minus 1 is equal to 0. M is equal to 0 plus 1. Therefore m is equal to 1. So what are the roots of the equation? 13 and 1 are the roots of the given equation. So here final answer you can write 13, this you have done in the lower standard are the roots of the equation or the roots of the given equation. Now some more examples we will see so that you will understand more better. Now see the first term, it is x square plus minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. Now if you see in this term, see the last term, it is 54. You have to search two numbers whom you multiply, you should get plus 54. And if you do plus or minus, you should get minus 15. Now see, it is 9 into 6. Now 9 6 are, but it is actually minus 9 minus 6. See, 9 6 are, it will come 54. And here minus 9 minus 6 is coming how much? Minus 15. And we want here minus 50 only. So here therefore you will get x square. Here x it is there, so minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 equal to 0. Now see here, take common from this. So what you will get? X is common, so inside it will remain x minus 9. Here as it is, now you should be careful. Whatever bracket you are getting here, same bracket you will get over here. So here if it is minus, you will have to take minus sign common. Now 6 9 is 54, so take 6 common. Inside you will get x minus 9. Now open this bracket and see. Minus 6 into x minus 6x minus 6 into minus 9 will come as plus 54. So this is correct. So now you will get x minus 9 in one bracket, x minus 6 in another bracket. Therefore you will get x minus 9 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore you can open the brackets over here and you will get x is equal to 0 plus 9, that is 9, or x is equal to 0 plus 6, that is 6. Therefore 9 and 6 are the roots of the given equation. So I hope you have understood how you can find the roots of the given equation. Now see the second one, third one, it is easy, you can easily do these sums. Now we will see second one, it is easy. We'll see the third one because there it is, the coefficient is there. See, here it is 2y square plus 27y plus 13 is equal to 0. Now see, this first coefficient, this variable x square, y square, it is having 2. So now you don't just have to see this number. Now what you have to do, you have to multiply this first coefficient, means the first variable coefficient 2, you have to multiply with the constant number. So 13 2s is how much? 26. Now this 26 you have to arrange here so that you will get plus 27. Now 26 how you can arrange? 26 ones are 26 and 26 plus 1 is how much? 27. So here, so this will become 2y square. So this will come as 26y plus y. Nothing is there means 1 is there. You can write here 1 also. Plus 13 equal to 0. Now if you see over here, you can from 2 and 26 what you will take common? 2 and 1 y. So 2y will come common. So here you will get y plus 13. Here nothing is common, so 1 will come common. Again you will get y plus 13 is equal to 0. Now take this common in one bracket. Remaining is what? 2y plus 1. So that will come in another bracket. Now you can get y plus 13 is equal to 0 or 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. So here what you will get? Y plus 13 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 minus 13. So y you will get minus 13. This side 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2y is equal to 0 minus 1 minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1 by 2. So what you will get? Minus 13. The final answer minus 13 comma minus 1 by 2 is the root of the given equation. Are the roots of the So I hope you have understood this. So try this practice set 2.2, how to solve by the factorization method. Next sums will continue in the next session. Thank you.